Hey hair queens, how is everyone doing? I'm here to talk to you today about a game changer, which is Velcro for your hair topper instead of the clips. Now I know I've talked a lot about the topper grip and how much I loved it for so long. It is an awesome invention. And I think one day once I wear the Velcro for a little longer, I'll go back to the topper grip just so I can do more of a comparison. But one advantage of the Velcro is that the Velcro does not have this band that goes around your head like the topper grip does. So that was to me an automatic awesome plus from the Velcro. Now you have to find the proper Velcro because I went through 2 or 3 different Velcros from different companies that just would not grab enough. Like it would not grab hair the way this grabs hair. It would be more like a very light, and to me that wasn't going to be enough grip. So I was posting or venting on my Instagram saying Velcro after Velcro, this one isn't working, this one isn't working, what's wrong, why am I buying the wrong ones? I know there were so many different Velcros. And a fellow hair queen reached out and she's just like, I have the Velcro that works. Would you like me to mail you a couple strips because I'm not going to use all of these? And she so graciously mailed me 2 strips of the Velcro, which I started using, I've been experimenting with, and I've been wearing it ever since, and I have not gone back to the topper grip. So that is definitely a good sign of how great it is. And just recently, I ended up buying a full pack. So this is from Amazon. I think it was like $6.70 or something like that. I'll link it in the description box below. There is a wrong type of Velcro apparently, so I definitely recommend these, and it comes in a big pack. I'm curious to see how long a Velcro strip will last for me. I've been noticing, I think now a month and a half in, that it's starting to not grip as well, I think. I'm not sure yet, but I will actually experiment and do kind of an update. So let's get into the actual Velcro and how I use it under my topper. So let me take my topper off and I'll show you how I use it. So the initial idea was to sew it in because that's the most secure way to have anything. Let me close these clips that I was using. This is my highline topper, which I love. So the initial idea was to remove these 3 clips and then sew a patch of Velcro in. But at that time, I kind of wanted to experiment and see how it felt before committing to it by removing the clips. What if I didn't like it and had to sew the clips back in? So I was just like, okay, let me just for now, it just so happens that I have clips in the perfect spots. As I've talked about before, I line the perimeter of my toppers with clips just so I can alternate where I clip every day just to give every spot like a break daily. So anyways, I was like, all right, let me see if I can just slip it right into here. So that is exactly what I did. Kind of like in the middle, slipped it into the middle clip, closed it, and then slipped it into the other side. So then I had a total of 3 clips holding on to the Velcro. Right, as you can see here, that's when I would go ahead and put it on and just kind of press down just to get the Velcro to kind of grip into there. Skirt! So let's talk about flatness. So I do think it lays pretty dang flat, and you'll see that throughout the video. I still think that there's nothing flatter than the clips clip directly into your hair, but honestly, this is not noticeable at all. And one thing that I was able to do with the topper grip is clip onto here, and since it would be grabbing onto here, the clips at the front of the topper would be grabbing onto the front of this, and then the back of my head would be securing the rest of the grip. So it'd be really nice and secure. So then I wouldn't have to necessarily clip any clips other than that. So it would technically be 0 clips I can do on a just normal casual day. Of course, if I was going out or something, I'd probably end up clipping more just for extra security. But even daily, I mean, I guess you need to experiment. I guess you could actually, as long as you're kind of like experimenting and aware of what's going on, have it stay with just the Velcro. But I don't know about how comfortable I'd be with that. I don't think that's probably the best idea unless you're like chilling at home, experimenting. So what I do is I sometimes grab a clip here and here. So 2 clips or 2 clips back here. I kind of alternate, but I'll do the ones here. I'll just make sure that those grab on. I mean, I don't have a lot of hair, so I have to make sure I kind of like, after clipping it, make sure that there's hair grabbing it. Now, it is not completely suction to your head or anything like that. There is still a little bit of movement, but this is adequate for me. Like if I'm just like for daily regular stuff, like hanging out at home or going to work, running errands, hanging out with like chill friends and stuff. If I were to go, somewhere where, for example, I went to Arizona recently and we went camping and kayaking and all this stuff. And I think actually this is on some days I would just clip the 2, but I was just like, you know what, I'm going kayaking. Like there's a lot of like natural, acts of God going on. Let me clip in an extra 2. So I would do a little more those days. But for like 98% of the time, just the Velcro and then the 2 is like more than enough. If I were still going to, same with the topper grip, like if I was going to a concert or a date or something, I would probably wear none of these and just clip it directly because that is going to be what I feel most secure in. But I for sure definitely recommend these because you don't have the band back here like you do with the topper grip. And also, if you're going to be putting your toppers like in ponytails, I'm sure anyone that has ever put in like a mid to high pony, I personally don't really do high ponies, mainly because I have a lot of thinning back here too, so you can kind of see it. But another reason is because the clips would always be, but before I had the topper grip or this, the clips would be, you'd have your clips clipped in, the clips be pulling at your hair follicles here just because you have so much of the weight centered and it's pulling back. The good thing that many ladies say about using the Velcro is that now the Velcro really helps secure it without having to clip it, so the Velcro doesn't pull or tug. So I think that's another huge benefit. But also, like when I wear, when I go to the pool, I wear like a low bun, kind of like here. Even then, I noticed that you do have to be a little aware. It's about getting used to it and practicing and finding your magic formula. So anytime that you tie up and center weight into one area, it will tend to shift a little bit. So you have to figure out like your positioning. So when I wore it in the pool with the low bun, there was a tiny bit of shifting until I kind of like figured out where to put it and make sure it's secure. Of course, a headband will always, reinforce that even further. I will say that the one piece of Velcro is just kind of like what I've done so far. And I bet if you put like a bigger chunk, maybe you wouldn't need the 2 clips, or maybe you'd feel just overall more secure. This is just kind of how or what I've experimented with so far. And I definitely plan on maybe putting the 2 strips or, maybe a bigger piece. But I mean, just the one piece so far has been working awesome. So I hope you guys found this helpful. Total game changer. I'm super excited to be talking about it. And I do want to say I am not the inventor of this method. There have been many ladies before me that have been talking about Velcro for like a long time. So definitely don't want to take the credit for that. But I do want to thank the community for kind of talking about their successes with it. And it got me really excited to try it. And I'm so glad that I have. It took me a while, but definitely want to continue spreading the word because this is a game changer. Join me and a bunch of other lovely hair loss sisters on Instagram. The handle is the same. I wear crown hair. And never forget, we are fierce, knowledgeable, and taking control. I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.